I'm Patrick Bailey with whiteboardcoder.com. Today is January 6, 2016. In this video, I'm going to be answering a question that someone posted on one of my blog posts. Now, my blog post had to do with Google Hangouts and the Google Hangouts integration with Slack, and how there was a little bit of a gotcha if you had a paid Google account, that you had to actually accept a few more little permissions to it. And he seems to be in the same situation I am. So here he is right here. I'm probably getting his name wrong. Zeksin Sedlakovic. And basically says, hey, can you tell me how I can change the Google account for Hangouts? Basically, it opens, every time it opens my business account for Hangouts, but I want it to open my private account for Google Hangouts. So how can you do that? So I responded to him before I had time to test it out, but later on I did test it out. And so there's a way to do it. And so I'm going to go over that in this video. How do you use the Google Hangouts integration with Slack in such a way that you actually go to the Hangout account you want? Because you might have several Gmail accounts. You might have a personal one, a company one. How do you set it up so you actually go to use the account that you intend to use? For those of you unfamiliar with Slack integrations, which I think they've now changed the name to Slack apps, I want to go over real quickly how you actually install an integration. And it turns out they've actually improved it and even made it easier than the last time I had to do it. So I actually went through and removed my Google Hangouts integration. And so all you have to do is you can come down here and type in a command. So I can type in Hangouts, which would be the /Hangouts, which would be the command that would start Hangouts, but I don't have it. So they've actually made a little nice thing, say, to add the Google Hangouts integration, click here. And so it'll open up the tool. And of course you have to be an admin on your account, so a normal user can't do this, but you just go in here, if you're an admin, and click Add Google Hangout Integration. And you're done. It's that easy. They've made it. It was easy 3 months ago or 4 months ago, last time I did it. It's even easier now. So that's how you get that installed. So how do you get the Google Hangout integration to actually use the account you want on Google? Well, it turns out there's nothing you can do on Slack, because Slack doesn't really do anything for you. It does connect a few things, but not too much. If I do Hangouts and make one here, it'll make a link here, which will just start a new Hangout. But that will open a web page, and a web page will actually respect who you're currently logged in with as far as Google thinks you're logged in. So if I go to google.com, you can see I'm logged in here. And if I scroll over here and click on myself, I can see who I'm logged in as right now. So right now it's my business account. So if I complete this and click this button, I will log in and create a Google Hangout as my business account. And there are some issues with that, like I had in my blog post, where you have to accept people who are external to your company. So it's a little weird. So here it comes right now. I have to change this to allow other people to join who aren't part of my domain. And then as people join, I have to allow them each time. So it's a little annoying. But that's how it works. But if I wanted to use my other account, what I would do, so I can just kill this, is I can sign out of my Google account and sign in to one of my other accounts. So I'll choose, let's see if that one's still available. Too many passwords and too many accounts. Okay, so I logged in as another one of my users. And now I can go back in here and just start a Hangout. And click Start a New Google Hangout. Now, this particular user has never integrated with this integration. I've never used this integration with this user, so it'll probably ask me for permissions the first time. Maybe I have. Well, maybe I have. Maybe I did it once as a test. But here I can hit cancel, or I can share this link. And so now I'm logged in as this user. Oh, no, there we go. Permissions. Slack needs your permissions in order to start. This is typical if you've never used Google Hangouts through Slack. You have to give it permissions. So there it is. Allow it. And so now I should be there we go. So now I'm this user, and I don't have to click all the allow and all that stuff as my business account. So if it's a pain in the butt because you have to allow everyone who's not in your domain, this may be a nicer way to do it. But at least it's nice to know that Slack respects, well, I shouldn't say Slack respects, but that link actually goes to Google Hangouts, and Google Hangouts is just going to use whoever they think is last logged in. So if you want to change who you log in as, just log out and log in as the person you want to be in Gmail or your general Google account. That's how you do it. So hopefully that answers the question I got, and hopefully it answers the question for anyone else who may have the same question. That's kind of it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a like. To subscribe, just click the subscribe button. Also, you can follow me on Twitter under the handle @whiteboardcoder.com. View any code I may have thrown up as a gist at GitHub under the username PatmanDenver, or check out my blog site at whiteboardcoder.com.